Good morning. This is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on April 25, 2022. World Bank and IMF gathering underscores a bleak global outlook. The Guardian, IMF and World Bank discuss conflict in Ukraine and Europe economic recovery. Watch live. Win Alan Bruce, climate activist dies after setting himself on fire outside Supreme Court on Earth Day. Ukraine's military says Russian forces are trying to storm Azovstal plant. Reuters, how the Azovstal steelworks became Mariupol's final stand. The Independent, women and children beg for help in video from besieged Mariupol steel factory. The Guardian, we want to return alive, watch haunting video of the children under siege in Mariupol steelworks. The Telegraph, we want to go home, children bunkered in Mariupol steel plant holding out against Russian forces. Luke Symons, British man released from Yemen after being imprisoned for 5 years without a trial. Sky News, British man held for 5 years in Yemen without charge is freed. The Guardian, Welsh dad locked up abroad for 5 years is finally freed. Wales Online, British father detained for 5 years without charge in Yemen released. Evening Standard, Welsh father detained for 5 years without charge in Yemen released. Carnival is politics, revellers bring anti-Bolsonaro sentiment to Rio streets. Slovenia election, liberal newcomer Robert Golob defeats populist PM. The Guardian, Janez Janša suffers heavy defeat as newcomer party wins Slovenian election. Politico Europe, Slovenians vote in tight race between populists, liberals. The Independent, upstart Slovene party defeats nationalist premier in ballot, 1. Bloomberg, environmentalist party leads in Slovenia's election with 35.8% of vote, exit poll shows. Odessa missile attack, my world was destroyed by a Russian missile. BBC, everything was dark, residents rescued after Russian airstrike on Odessa homes. Guardian News, my world is destroyed, says father who lost 3-month-old baby and his wife in Odessa airstrike. The Independent, Ukraine war, doting mother killed with 3-month-old baby in missile attack on Odessa. The Telegraph, President Zelenskyy condemns horror of Russian shelling in Odessa as 8 killed in airstrike. Police open fire on vehicle in Paris, killing 2 people and injuring 3rd, local media. Sky News, Paris police shoot 2 dead after car fails to stop at Pont Neuf checkpoint. Evening Standard, police fire on car in central Paris, killing 2 people, media. We don't want people to know, Moscow-aligned Easter service in Kyiv. The Guardian, we have nowhere to go. Ukrainians face churchless Easter while Putin attends Easter Mass in Moscow. The Telegraph, far from home, Ukrainian refugees pray at Easter for peace. The Independent, this season is difficult, Ukrainian refugees in Warsaw mark Orthodox Easter away from home. The Guardian, Russian soldiers write Christ is risen on missiles fired into Ukraine, as Vladimir Putin goes to midnight mass. Ukraine war, senior US politicians visit Zelenskyy in Kyiv, pledging £250 million in cash for military and return of diplomats. Sky News, Russia-Ukraine war, US pledges return of diplomats to Ukraine after Blinken visit, Russian oil depot on fire near border, live. The Guardian, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken to visit Kyiv, Zelenskyy says BBC News. BBC News, in Kyiv, Blinken and Austin announce aid, diplomatic surge. The Independent, Ukrainian cities take heavy shelling as top U.S. officials meet Zelenskyy in Kyiv. French election results, Live, Macron vows to be president for all, in victory speech. The Independent, Macron vows to unite divided France after victory over Le Pen, as it happened. The Guardian, Francis Macron defeats far-right Le Pen. Reuters, Macron's appeal to unity succeeds but far-right makes strong showing. The Guardian, victory for Macron is not an instant cure for all France's ills. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.